हेलो नमस्कार मैं हूं सुधीर वेलकम टू प्लेइंग 11 फुटबॉल और मेरे साथ है नवल है नवल।
है सुधीर कैसे हो?
बिल्कुल ठीक हो तुम कैसे हो?
बढ़िया।
ऑलराइट सो अभी हाफ सीजन हो गया सो नेक्स्ट गेम शुरू हो रहा है फॉर बोथ मुंबई एंड हैदराबाद एंड बिग गेम Mumbai is doing really well. They're in like what first place at the moment, like they're playing very well. और yeah और like if just looking at the last season जब एक दोनों खेले थे अभी तक like they played what 3 games so far. They they played three
या
games. Mumbai won two, and they drew one game.
या
So and yeah, जैसे मैं बोल रहा था like standings में भी Mumbai at halfway through the season, like Mumbai is in first place with 25 points, and Hyderabad is in third place with 15 points. They kind of
fourth
pick.
fourth place. After Goa's draw, it came back to fourth.
It's in fourth place now. So
Yeah,
and obviously they picked up like big wins pretty much at the later part of the half of the season. So that kind of pushed them up. And yeah, both the teams are very position based, plays position based football, as you can see from the stats. And yeah, passes be like I think Mumbai is close to like 500 passes per game. Hyderabad is about 400 passes per game.
yeah. 500 passes games is like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said in the last match as well, they try to keep the ball and they're trying to
Hmm.
emulate Manchester City's gameplay in India, right?
Yeah.
I think that is how the City group operates. They like to play dominating football, and that is what Mumbai City are doing right now.
Yeah. And if you look at the clean sheets, that's actually one of the biggest thing for Mumbai. They have 6 clean sheets, whereas Hyderabad has only 2 clean sheets that they had it in the beginning of the season. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so their entire team is playing as a group,
Hmm.
and yeah, offensive play is also being complemented with the defense. Murtada Fall has been exceptional, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, Hernan Santana is also doing very good. He also chips in with couple of goals. So yeah, it will be an exciting match to watch.
Yeah, Bilkul. Like, if you look at their stats, like sub coach, like for in everything they are leading. Like they're they're like first on the table, like pretty much first, like number one with the amount of passes they have in the game. Um, so very position based dominating football ये लोग खेलते हैं.
Yeah, so and they also convert them to goals. So it's not like they take blind shots or something like that, but they actually take good number of shots and they uh,
And
try
the
and convert their shots to goals. Yeah,
yeah, and their defense is the biggest thing. Like अगर जैसे आप देखते हो, like for 6 clean sheets, one of the thing is they have like they've only conceded 4 goals. That kind of speaks a volume about their defense. Whereas Hyderabad has been a bit shaky, especially over stretch of last what 5 games or so. They kind of lit up like her game. I think 2 goals they lit up, other than Chennai. So yeah,
yeah. So almost against each and every opponent other than Chennai, they considered two goals. Against Chennai, we were lucky to concede only one
hmm,
because they did not play so much offensive football. Chennai. Even though they did play, we were able to contain them. But
yeah,
yeah, as we discussed in our previous videos also, that we need to work on our defensive tactics. Not that individuals are poor, but tactic as a whole.
yeah,
And yeah, so Mumbai do take their shots, but whatever shots they take, they try and keep it on target. And I think 33% of their shots are on target compared to Hyderabad's 30%. So we have seen that Hyderabad has been taking blind shots, and
yeah.
they just go off the target of the roof. So we should improve on that. I mean, Hyderabad should improve on that. Manchester City seems more or less
Mumbai,
stable in that aspect.
yeah. Bilkul, Mumbai City is like, I mean, they're playing all around good football. So one other thing, just with the injury side of it, with the Hyderabad, जैसे हमने कहा, like later half of the season where we left off, uh, few injuries that were to monitor. एक था obviously Fran, and the other one is Nikhil Pujari. So both of them are as mentioned by coach, like both of them are still out with the injury, and Souvik Chakravarti will be missing the game.
Yeah, so Sovik Chakrabarti has had some emergency back home, so he had to leave the bubble. So even if he comes back, he'll be unavailable for 2 more weeks
Yeah.
to be isolated. So we can forget him for, maybe 4 5 games from now. And yeah, Nikhil Pujari's injury is continuing, and he doesn't seem to make the uh, team bus in this round.
Hmm.
And France Sanders, as we have seen, he limped out in the last game.
Yeah.
So I think he's training. We could see it in the club's posts, Twitter posts, but I don't think he's match fit yet.
Yeah.
And couple of sources on Twitter mentioned that Subrato could also miss couple of games due to knee injury. So we'll have to see when he'll come back.
Yeah, so those are some of the injuries to monitor for Hyderabad. But outside of that, like Hyderabad, when they played last time, जब खेले थे मुंबई के ऊपर, there were a few other players who were injured who are actually available this time during against the big game against Mumbai.
Yes. So last time we went with Hitesh, I think,
Yeah,
and up front Yasir के साथ गए थे अपन.
yeah,
Uh, and yeah, I think this time around we have Joel Chianese fit, Luis Sastre fit.
yeah,
So I don't think such dominance will be there this time around from Mumbai. I think uh, Hyderabad will keep possession this time around. And if you see, Hyderabad has very good dribblers in the form of Chianese. You saw how he dribbled past and assisted one and scored one against Northeast.
yeah.
We know how Yasir is capable of dribbling. It's only the end product that is troubling for Yasir.
And even
We know
this
how
time,
Narzary, yeah, we know how Narzary dribbles. Liston, when he comes after second half, probably he'll make it to the second half.
yeah,
I don't think he'll start in this game anyway. That is again debatable, but yeah, again Colasso can dribble. So we've got pretty good dribblers. Ashish Rai and Akash Mishra can dribble, right?
yeah,
So I think this time around there will be shift of gameplay. I don't think uh, the way Mumbai dominated Hyderabad last time around, they can do it this time. If they can do it, then there is no surprise. But I think Hyderabad to go one up in this game.
yeah. So, all right. So some of the things like जैसे हमने कहा था कि lineup की तरफ देखेंगे. With that, once we start looking at the lineup, then we can start looking into like the battles to watch for both the teams. So what do you expect
Sure.
with the lineup? Like obviously Subrata Paul is out, जैसे हमने कहा, so we should expect Kattimani to be in the lineup. Uh, obviously जैसे हमने कहा, like Jonke hasn't had the chance yet, and we don't see him getting an opportunity in the big game yet. So Kattimani
Yeah,
के
especially not in this game. Yeah.
तो कटिमनी के साथ ही जाएंगे. I think comparatively he has a little bit experience. He had some good he had some good phases in the game fit, like again then like he had some miscues. So uh hopefully we get to see a better version of him tomorrow.
Yeah, against Northeast, it was like first half very good, second half ka starting a bit sloppy, and
Yeah.
then he picked up again. So it has been up and down and up journey for him in the last game. So I hope he keeps up his form. He
Yeah.
doesn't fumble much.
All right. So in the defense में I think अपना standard defense रहेगा. Right. बिल्कुल. So right, Ashish Rai, Odei India, Sana Singh or Akash Mishra. Uh,
Yeah, I don't think they'll change much here.
yeah, I don't expect to be changed. This
There is
one,
no scope to change actually.
yeah, or midfield, I think Joao Victor or Luis Sastre जाएंगे.
Yeah,
Uh,
so Joao Victor will be an important player to watch in this game. Also, Luis Sastre का अपन को देखना पड़ेगा कि will Mumbai exploit his slow pace or not. But yeah, whenever Luis Sastre gets the ball, if he releases it very soon, then yeah, there could be something for Hyderabad.
yeah. So last time, I think that's one of the thing I think against Mumbai was missing was Luis Sastre की जगह पे हितेश थे. Um, so yeah, that was one of the thing I think missing. Luis Sastre being in the lineup, like he will be the one who's going to be taking the corner kicks, spot kicks, and all that. So not sorry, not spot kick, but like free kicks and all that. So huh. He's going to be an important player tomorrow. और
Yeah, corner kicks as well. He takes corner kicks as well.
yeah, so इनके सामने रहेंगे जोएल केनीजी.
Yeah, so in form है.
Yeah,
I
बिल्कुल.
don't see any reason not playing him here again.
Yeah,
Uh, मुझे पहले लगता था कि he is best suited for wings, but if he is playing in the center attacking
as a
midfield role,
false nine. Yeah,
he can he can take up both the channels, right channel and left channel both, right, depending on where the ball position is.
बिल्कुल.
So I think Hyderabad is accommodating him with that flexibility to move around from left to right
Mm-hmm.
and operate in left or right channels, and he is being effective in both the channels.
Yeah,
So yeah, I can see him in this role again.
yeah, and left में हालीचरण.
Obvious choice.
Yeah, और राइट में यासिर जाएंगे और सामने
Yeah.
होंगे
So Colasso, if you remember, coach ने बोला था कि Colasso is an impact player. I think against Mumbai itself in the last outing.
Yeah,
So I think he'll go with the same setup this time around also, because first half में आके उनको I don't think he'll tire Colasso up,
बिल्कुल.
है ना?
I think
So I think he'll
it
be a
makes
second
sense
half
for,
impact.
yeah, it makes sense for him to come in second half and make that impact on those tired legs.
Yeah. So last game में I did not think much कि मतलब Colasso could have started because he was in form. But this time around I think uh, Colasso will come in second half.
Yeah, और strike में जाएंगे Aridane. So this is what our lineup we can expect tomorrow. Uh,
Yeah.
because जैसे हमने कहा, like both Mumbai and Hyderabad, they both like to play position based football. So one of the thing I think the battles to watch like tomorrow is some of the things to look into is like एक है obviously Ashish Rai or Bipin Singh.
Of course वो तो मतलब full hot channel रहेगा उधर.
Yeah, बिल्कुल. So I think that's going to be a battle to watch, and I think that's वहाँ पे एक चीज I think attack में I think वो right side पे I think को maybe Yasser has to come, or because I mean Odei India तो आके cover करते ही है, but I feel like Yasser also has to come and help him out over here in this scenario.
Yeah, to counter Bipin I think यासिर का help तो लगेगा ही. अगर नहीं लगेगा तो we can forget यासिर for next 2 to 3 games. अगर नहीं करेंगे तो.
Yeah,
And one more, I think, battle to watch would be Joao Victor against, Jao.
yeah,
So I hope Joao Victor contains him, because I see him as the, defensive stability for Hyderabad. तो अगर उनको contain कर सकेंगे जाहू को, तो I think more or less you will contain Mumbai City.
yeah. I mean I think अपना midfield is between Sastre and Joao Victor. They actually have like a big they have like a pretty big game tomorrow. Kiki, like they have to face a combination of both Borges or Jahouh. And the way I see it, like whoever is obviously like it's since we've said like both of them love to play like very position based dominating football. Whoever is going to hold position, they are pretty much will be dominating the game. So one of the thing with Mumbai is like they have a player in Ahmed Jahouh who can actually press and break that, and he can get the ball. And that's one of the things is a bit concerned for Hyderabad that who can do that tomorrow. क्योंकि अहमद जाहू like जैसे आपने देखा last time जब खेले थे हैदराबाद के against, he was the one who was breaking up everything in midfield for them and putting the ball back into the outfield for the players. So
Yeah.
that's something that Hyderabad has to figure out how to either stop them or help them out. Because if Ahmed Jahouh wins that battle again, then I see Mumbai winning the game.
Yeah, clearly. If you could contain Ahmed Jahouh, I think there is a possibility of Hyderabad winning.
Hmm.
And yeah, so even Roland Arberg is available for this game. He's out of the bubble now, out of isolation.
Yeah.
So not bubble, sorry. He's out of isolation and he's ready to go for the match. But I don't think he'll start. He'll come in the second half as a substitute for Chianese after say 75 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. But I think Hyderabad has a big challenge tomorrow, especially in the midfield aspect of it. So that's something of thing to watch. Agar like first half, may if Hyderabad is getting dominated by Mumbai, फिर they you can expect maybe hopefully some changes in the lineup.
Yeah, probably.
Like, who do you expect to go out and come in?
Uh, in place of.
अगर like if in midfield, अगर if you expect if अगर Hyderabad gets
या
dominated,
अगर मिडफील्ड में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है तो देयर इज आई मीन वेरी लिटिल ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल नो बिकॉज सोविक
क्योंकि
इज नॉट
सौविक भी
अवेलेबल.
नहीं है या
तो
बिल्कुल.
हितेश, हाँ हितेश ही है जो शास्त्री का रोल ले सकते हैं. So yeah, I could see that coming if it doesn't go well in the midfield area. I don't think he'll change the attacking options. He'll keep attacking options open.
Mhm.
Attackers will be replaced by attackers only. I don't see any reason changing because you'll lose the entire uh, plot of the game. You will not be able to attack
Yeah,
if you change the attackers, right? So the only option will be Shastre being substituted as with Hitesh Sharma. Otherwise, I don't see any other change.
bilkul. And the only other thing I see is like if Yasir is not performing well, then Liston Colosso will be bought sooner. If Yasir can play it at least till like 70-75 minutes, then I can see like Liston Colosso come in and trying to make that difference around like about 20 to 30 minutes of the game.
Yeah, so we have seen Yasir being effective in the first half of the, uh, first half of the mid-season.
Yeah,
So he should, tie the laces of his shoes. ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब स्टार्टिंग में खेल लिया तो फ्री पास मिलेगा. He has got competition now, and he has to perform in this game. So
bilkul.
if he doesn't perform, as I said earlier, he will have to forget for next 2 to 3 matches at least.
Okay. All right. So that said, we'll end the podcast soon. But before we go, we want to see like what your prediction is, like who you expect to win, and what
I
kind of
don't know.
score.
For some reason, I see. I somehow sense that Hyderabad is going to win. I think it will be a 2-1 for Hyderabad.
Yeah. So I'll go with Mumbai because I think Mumbai will win the midfield battle with Ahmed Jahouh. So that's one thing Hyderabad kind of lacks. So I expect Hyderabad to score this time. So I think maybe it will be like maybe 3-1 or 2-1 game.
Yeah. So see, ideally, I feel the same at 2-0 or probably 2-1 for Mumbai. But I somehow sense that Hyderabad will clinch this one. We have got 1 week of rest, so I think they would have been well prepared to face Mumbai. So that way, I think Hyderabad is well equipped also this time around with players, apart from the defensive loopholes that we have in the defensive midfield area.
Yeah.
So I think that would have been covered this time around. I hope that would have been covered. So I think this will be a 2-1 for Hyderabad. I guess so.
Okay. All right. So we'll see that. Uh, that said, कल मिलते हैं एंड कल गेम है 7:30 बजे. uh, चलो फिर मिलते हैं आफ्टर द गेम. थैंक यू नवल. थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग.
Sure. Thanks, Uday. Bye.
थैंक यू. बाय.